Hello and welcome back to Healthy Spouse, Healthy House. My name is Tony and my channel focuses on health, wellness, and relationships. Y'all don't look at my hair. Yeah. I believe that there are 15 different areas of health that any one person can work on at any point in time in their lives. So every time I do a video, I invite you to join me as I introduce, define, and discuss each one of those areas of health. And then in the end, we make plans and we make goals so that we can become healthier in those areas. Now, I have a question to ask you. Okay, are you ready? Okay. The question is, who is in your village? People say that it takes a village to raise a child, and I absolutely agree. But I also say that it takes a village to raise an adult, okay? And I say that because as long as you have breath in your body, as long as God is giving you breath and He's giving you a purpose, you can learn, you can grow, you can be healthier. There are so many things that you can do and you could still do. You never stop learning, you never stop growing, and you never stop observing. And so for me, it takes a village to raise an adult. So I want to know who's in your village. Who are the people who love on you? Who are the people who help make your life easier? Who are the people that are here to help you on your health journey? Who are those people that pour into you, whether directly or indirectly or whatever, right? So I don't want you to be embarrassed by the type of people who are in your village. Now, I will talk a little more about that. So, a few years ago, one of my friends um, had written a post about needing or wanting the help of a maid. And I remember that friend saying, if my mother knew that I want to solicit the help of a maid, my mom would just freak out because my mom did it all. My mom went to work, my mom came home and took care of us, and the house stayed clean, and this, that, and the other. And, you know, and if she saw me and what I was doing and everything, then, like she would just have a fit. And I'm thinking to myself, well, do you need the maid? If you think you need the maid, then you should have the maid, right? I'm like, so I know that there was a bit of shame there and stuff, and it's just like I really didn't want that person to feel shame for who they needed or felt that they needed in their village. And one of the differences between this person and their mother is that their mother was married and their mother worked part time. This person is not married, a single mom. And, it's just like, if you need the help, shoot, I'm married, have 4 children. And it's just like, if sometimes I feel like I need the help. So it's just like, no, if you need the help, don't be embarrassed by it. Don't be embarrassed by the help that you feel that you need, you know? And there are other people, you got a lawn care guy that makes your life easier by cutting your lawn. Even if you have a lawnmower, like for us, we have a lawnmower, but there have been times where my hubby worked so hard and working overtime and everything, and then I'm working, and it's just like, the grass is getting tall. It's like, what we gonna do? It's like, oh yeah, let's just call up the lawn guy or whatever. Even though we're able-bodied, but here we go with the time and all that other stuff. It's just like, yeah, just didn't have the time to do it. So we just had to pay somebody to do it this time because it needed to be done. And hubby is working overtime. And when he is home, he's sleeping. Anything like that. It's just like, what can you do? So again, who's in your village? Um Other people, or other examples of people that are a part of your village, are your doctors, any kind of doctors that you have, that help you in your health journey. Any kind of doctors with any kind of doctors that you need, that's helping you dealing with it, helping you deal with any of your ailments or anything that you may even struggle with. Um, Whether it's dealing with your physical health and all the things that can go differently with your physical health or with your mental health. I know me personally, it's not a secret at all. I go to therapy and I benefit greatly from it, which is why I still do it. We don't get everything that we need when we're kids. We don't. We don't get everything that we need. And then sometimes we need people to show us a different way, because maybe even the way that we learn something isn't right or isn't good. So we have to relearn, you know, how to do things, relearn how to react to situations and things like that, and relearn how to eat, relearn that, relearn how can I say it? Relearn how to deal with relationship issues. Um, because maybe what our example wasn't a great one. I will keep saying that throughout this whole video, that it takes a village to raise an adult. Okay? So who's in your village? Just recently, I'm not sure if I expressed to you guys that my husband and I just bought our first home a few years ago, a little over 4 years ago. And with owning a home comes great responsibility. And I'm laughing, y'all, because just be thinking how ghetto it is, yeah, to own a home. But when I tell you, it is such a huge blessing, though. It's such a huge blessing. But when anything goes wrong, you are on the hook for it. You have to have the money, the time, everything to get whatever it is fixed or repaired or replaced in your house. And we've had to deal with that too last year, but that's a whole nother thing. But yeah. So anyway, when you're dealing with the home ownership, here we are with finances, right? And having to pay this, having to pay that, having to put money to the side for this. Now, both my husband and I grew up in households where we weren't talked to about financial health or things like that, things concerning money and stuff like that. And so and not blaming everything on our parents or whatever, but just saying that we did not, um, grow up in a household where finances were talked about or talked about freely, and financial information was given freely and things like that. We didn't grow up in those types of households. And so when we became adults, there was a lot of learning things that we had to do. There was a lot of learning this and relearning that, and oh, okay, so we need to do this. And then now, as we're homeowners now, having to pay mortgage and having to pay this and the lights, electricity, all these things, and then having to figure out which day this will get paid, and and put it next to the days, or just set it up So we just recently, I said all that to say, we just recently got a financial advisor because we realized that we needed help with our finances. And so we just added a financial advisor into our village to help our lives um, be healthier and easier, especially in our financial health, because with all the new things that we've had to take on, and even with the new cars now, the cars that we got now, and then with our son going off to college, we're like, okay, so how do we do this? Like, we need help. Like, what do people normally do? Like, you know, it's like we're learning these things, and and I don't feel I just feel like I just want to do better for my kids, and I want them to understand and know that it's okay. It's okay, and that we make mistakes as adults, because we're still learning, we're still growing, we still need our village. We're making mistakes too, as we go along. My son just turned 18 in December. So you already know, even though he is legally an adult, we all know that he does not have everything that he needs. He will continue to learn, he will continue to grow, he will continue to relearn some things. He will continue to learn how to navigate through life with the guidance of God, of course, with the guidance of the Holy Spirit, with the love of Jesus Christ. He will learn these things, and he will navigate through this life in that way. Um, thank God. But he does not have everything he needs. And even me at 43, like, don't have everything that I need. Even I'm still learning, I'm still growing. Everyone is. And it's okay to have certain people in your village that you feel that you need, and don't feel any kind of shame for it. We're all learning, we're all growing. I just want to make certain things, subjects, to stop being taboo subjects. You know, that's one huge thing in my household. I want my kids to be able to come to me and tell me. I want them to see certain things, and other things I want them to just, be kids about. You got all this time to do this, and just be a kid. But at the same time, you gotta you gotta be that example. At the same time, you have to be that example. And I know, y'all, I'm just going off on a tangent, but but yeah, I just want to know who's in your village. Please, uh, answer in the comments. Like, some of the people who are in your village. Like, I didn't even tell y'all everything. Like, with I'm gonna just say this. Of course, my family is part of my village. My family is awesome. We're very close, and most of us live in this one area. Just no more than an hour and a half out for the most part, most of us. And so we do a lot of things together, and I'm so thankful for my family. I'm so thankful for us. I'm so thankful for the legacy that my grandmother left us. But my family is a huge part of my village, and then my neighbors and children's some of my children's friends' parents. Uh, with 4 kids, sometimes we have situations where we have to be at in two places at once. And just recently, one of my daughter's friends' parents just took them, be like, oh, we got them, we'll take them to this place, you can go ahead and be with your daughter here, because that's really important to go ahead and do that, and we got this. And so, just like friends like that, my family, oh, just try to show up for each other. But I was like, oh, like, oh, so anyway, um, again, who's in your village? Who makes your life better? Who makes your life easier? Who pour? Who are the people who pour into you? Um, who are the people that help you on your health journey? And yeah, so tell me, y'all, put it down in the comments. Let's have a conversation. I would really love to know. Okay, so I'll see y'all in the next one. And may God continue to help us on this journey. Bye.